To you, what is racial identity?
Um, I guess where you come from, your roots, the culture.
And do you think that's important? Do you not think it's so important, like as far as how you live your life?
It's definitely important because your culture kind of it drives the people you're around and it drives who you become in life.
What do you identify yourself as?
Well, I'm actually 100% Mexican blood, and I know I don't look it, but I am Mexican, and so that's what I'm a Hispanic.
Yeah, UTA is the fifth most diverse university in the nation, and we market our school as such, and we make that a big deal. But if you walk, just from my standpoint, when I walk around, I see more like we are very diverse, but we're not as integrated as you might think. A lot of groups hang out with a lot of groups. So how do you feel about that, and what do you think maybe causes that?
Well, maybe because certain people aren't used to being around different people from different cultures and different backgrounds. I know when I came from my high school, I went to Nolan, it was mainly white people. So, of course, I was used to being with Hispanics and also such, but you know, some people aren't used to that and not comfortable talking and speaking to other people in their classes, making friends with different backgrounds. So I just think it's people not being used to it. Yeah.
Do you think there's a danger in that, not going out with a group and maybe feeling like they're either forced to assimilate or stay with their own? You know
Of course, because then how are you going to be able to go into the business world or go out into the real world and be able to make those network connections, but also grow as a person and be able to grow in your belief and your traditions, and you learn so much from different cultures, and that would be such a shame to be limited and just to, you know, put on blinders and not look at the future.
I'm from Pakistan. Both my parents were born and raised over there. I was born in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, and I was raised here. I think coming to America, it kind of forces you to stay more in touch with your roots, because you don't really get, I mean, because everybody is so different over here. Everybody's got their own cultures. So being in America, you have to be able to represent yourself as a Pakistani, and it just allows you to do that.
And why is that important to you? Why is it important to you to represent yourself as a...
I was an immigrant, and I think it's important for me to always remember that I will be an immigrant, and to stay in touch with my culture and show to the people that I'm representing a country, an entire race, I guess, by being here and by representing them. If I just drop it, then that will be like one side of the world that somebody won't get the chance to experience. And especially with how media portrays a lot of the countries in the, especially Pakistan, because it is a Muslim country and it's got a lot of political problems going on right now. A lot of people don't see the good side of it, and the good side includes the foods, the clothes, the entertainment, the media, and whatnot. I feel like if I don't teach other people about my country, then nobody will, and then they'll just become ignorant towards it, and I don't want that country to be. There's a lot of people there, and if they don't get a chance to have their voice heard, it's just not, because I don't think a lot of the people give them the chance to be heard, or give them the opportunity to, step out of their comfort zone and befriend somebody that is not from their, group or from their society, or cultural society, I guess. So the ramifications of that would be, I guess, like, you just have a smaller perspective of the world. Even if you go to a huge international school, like with the fifth most international, I mean, that's ridiculously amazing. And if you shut yourself off from that, it's only going to hurt you and your future generations unless they decide to do something about it. So you get less of a multicultural sense,